It's been the last time I saw a DC movie in theaters was back in February with Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. That is crazy to me because thanks to Code C, it ruined, a lot of, it had a lot of movies and TV shows, projects had to be pushed back because of how deadly it was. I mean, it is. And now there's a different variant out there, and now it's like it feels like we're not out of the woods yet, but hopefully we will be soon. It's crazy. But now, after all this time, it's August, and now we have a new, not only a brand new movie, but a brand new DC Comics movie called The Suicide Squad, which I wore this shirt at the theater. And you can clearly see. It has Tien, Chaozu, Krillin, and Yamcha. It says the original Suicide Squad. Unfortunately, this shirt's not available at Shark Robot anymore, which kind of sucks. But I'm hoping that maybe they release some kind of like a reprint of this or a different version of this shirt. Gets released like Shark Robot. So here's the hoping. So how is James Gunn? That's right. It's not directed by David Ayer. It's directed by James Gunn, the guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. How did it do? He did a damn good job. I dare say it's a great movie. Not as good as Zack Snyder's Justice League, but it's pretty damn close, man. Unlike with David Ayer's cut, where Warner Bros. just freaking butchered it to no end, and now there's new, stuff that's being revealed to the point that apparently Steppenwolf was supposed to be in that cut to promote Justice League along with the Parademons, and I'm like, man, don't Warner Bros. Just really screw the pooch on him besides Zack with BVS and Justice League, and I bet you my house that David is cut is better than what the studio did. But it's great to finally see Warner Brothers letting a director tell his vision of what he's trying to do, and it turned out being great because his movie was freaking great. But it's true what he said on Twitter when he was first starting to promote this movie: don't get attached because a lot of people are going to die. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, he lived up to that promise because boy, did a lot of people die in this movie. Woo! If you're wondering, did it earn its R rating? You bet your sweet bippy it did. Because, man, this is the opening, like, 5 to 10 minutes alone is like, oh, man. In fact, there was like 3 character deaths that really got to me. One was funny. Well, it was like, one was kind of funny, but the other 3, was like, oh, no, that character didn't make it. It's just crazy. I won't spoil who. Obviously, it's spoiler free, so don't worry. Like I said that before, but just to reiterate, it's spoiler free, so I won't say who bit the big one in this movie. But I guess to make you feel more nervous, like I was, according to interviews, James Gunn was given the green light to kill anyone. So again, like he said in the tweets, in the promotional papers, don't get too attached. But again, James Gunn, this movie proved that he's on a one trick pony. That he can do a different type of genre and just nail it. He's on a one trick pony with Guardians, and James Gunn is like, I mean, the good is to show you how talented this MFer is. He was told to, hey, take a person, because I have a poster of the Guardians of the Galaxy in my room here. Take a poster of an assassin. Take a human that only knows Earth stuff from the 80s, who's a hotshot cowboy, a green assassin, female assassin, a gray muscular human like muscle machine, but doesn't know like comedy or like I forget the word. It escapes me. What is Drax doesn't understand jokes or nuance, if I think that's the word. And take that character, plus take a talking tree and a talking raccoon. Which, by the way, going back on the tree real quick, he only says "I am Groot," and that's it, and make them famous. And he did. He did 2 successful movies with those characters, grossing $1 billion in total on the franchise with those 2 movies alone. So good to show you that he's mad talented, and I'm glad. I applaud Disney for doing the right thing, rehiring him for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which I believe is the last movie of Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So glad to see that Guardians 3 is going to be back up and running. And of course, I think Warner Bros. Was very impressed with what he shot with the Suicide Squad, that they're going to welcome back with more projects, which is great. And Warner Bros. Here on in the future, that if you're going to give a director the reins to do something, give him the reins. Don't shackle him. Let him spread his wings and do his job, because he did a great job. There's this young actress who has a power in the squad, one of the squad members, who controls rats, and it's funny, out of all the characters there, she doesn't feel like she really belongs there. Like, she did anything like serious to be in that prison, but still love her character. He took Polka Dot Man, who was probably one of the lamest Batman villains that, like, people like want to go home. As like we gotta come up with like a female. We gotta come up with a villain for this new issue. What do we call him? I don't know. Maybe like Polka Dot Man or something. I don't know. Fine, yeah, we'll do that. Write a sketch, Frank. We can just go home. It feels that kind of lazy. I just want to just go home because I'm tired from work. And not only James Gunn made him funny and kind of relatable in a way, but it makes him likable and charismatic. Polka Dot Man. He made you care about Polka Dot Man and his girl who controlled rats. Of course, people like, Rick Flag and Margot Robbie, Captain Boomerang, John Cena as Peacemaker, and Idris Elba as Bloodsport was easy to sell. Those characters are pretty badass, and plus, Harley Quinn and Captain Boomerang being from the last movie, which they're one of the best parts of the last Suicide Squad, which in my opinion, despite Warner Brothers interfering, I still enjoyed David Ayer's the Suicide Squad movie that Warner Brothers produced, even though it wasn't really David Ayer's work, because, well, Warner Brothers stepped in. But you hear my opinion on that. Point is, Margot Robbie is Harley Quinn, killed it. I mean, she's one of the faces of the DCEU, especially from the ladies aspect. Besides Wonder Woman, Idris Elba as Bloodshot, I mean, he killed it. John Cena as Peacemaker did great as well. Very funny. Also, like, Rick Flag has more of a personality in this movie. Again, I blame Warner Bros. For what they did to him in the last movie. Not that he was bad, but he didn't have enough room to shine as much or flesh out more. This one he did, and you care about him more, and he felt like more of a hero, especially during the third act when it was revealed what was revealed. When something was revealed to him and the actions he took. When something was revealed to him and the actions he took to how he reacted was very heroic, which was like good for him. If I had to say like one bad thing about the movie is that the main, this is not really a spoiler, obviously you've seen the trailers for it, the big star monster villain, the kaiju star monster, which funny enough, that was a fun fact, which was that the first major villain that the Justice League fought in their very first issue, Justice League the Brave and the Bold. That was the first major villain they fought together as a team. So, fun fact, I have a mug of that too, so I just want to throw that out there. He wasn't as good as Enchantress. Me, in my opinion, again, I know people are like, oh, really? Yeah. Enchantress was more interesting. She did more cool things, and I liked her better as a villain than the Starfish villain in James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he was a big, intimidating threat, and he was like something to be taken serious. But he just wasn't on there as long as you think to really shine out and have a personality. It's kind of funny, in my opinion. DC villains have been more hits and misses, and it's like the first miss probably since Wonder Woman's Ares, because Ares was kind of and now it's this, and now it's funny how some of the people consider the greatest of the DC movies have the weakest villains. You know, Wonder Woman with Ares, and now the starfish monster. Which I should know its name, but that's how kind of forgettable he was. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, visually, he was an intimidating presence. What else can I say? Also, how can I forget? Freaking Sylvester Stallone was the shark, was the giant walking shark. And he was funny and hilarious. He had some, like, dark comedy moments they had with that character. Oh my god. It's crazy. He's like, and he was like, was this? It's kind of like a derpy, rocky, mutated shark. That's the best way to describe it. But he's like the Groot of the group, and I mean that in the best way possible. Also, like I said, Polka Dot Man was hilarious. The girl, the young girl who controlled the rats was also a unique character. The backstory, Bloodshot grew to his own to that movie, and he was great. Like Peacemaker, though. You'll find out why I'm not the biggest fan of him later on. And of course, Mark Robbie's Harley Quinn, kill it. The other cast was cool as well. Also, fun fact: the rat that you see licking the glass was James Gunn's brother. He always does the crazy roles. But yeah, it's bloody, it's gory, it's in your face. The action scenes are, oh my god, just wowie zowie, man. It earned its R rating, and it's a blast. Also, like the environments, like for example, there's something in flames, and it spells out a word like what the squad's doing next, or these the backgrounds are like things to like explain. Meanwhile, or now, or what the squad's currently doing. The fish is called Star Lord or Star Void, something like that. I'm derping on the fish's name. I'll probably put it in the comments below the name of the starfish villain. But the point is, it's a great movie. Go see it. It's probably the second best movie out there besides Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'll say this much. Had Zack Snyder's Justice League not come out this year, this would have easily been my favorite movie, without a doubt. But so far as Zack Snyder's Justice League is my favorite movie, but this movie, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad's not too far behind. It's a fun and crazy, bloody time. But again, like I keep mentioning before, do not get attached, because especially in the beginning of the movie, a lot of people die, and it's not pretty, folks. It earns its own rating. Oh, whew. All right, guys. Let me know in the comment section below if you're gonna see the movie or not, or do you like the original one better than the new one, or vice versa. Let me know in the comment section below. I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on the matter. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, Rockingtheblade standing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day. Bye-bye.